Okay, hi there guys and girls. So what I want to do today is show you once again how to subtract integers using tiles. And then I want to show you why you're able to just flip the sign and flip the operation on the second half of the equation. This will make more sense as I explain it. So our first question, we have -3 take away +7. So according to our diagram here, you can see that negatives are represented by blue squares. So I will diagram out my -3 blue squares. So -1, -2, -3. This is what I have. I have 3 blue squares. I need to take 7 red squares away, but I don't have any red squares. So without changing the value of the equation, I'm going to add 0 pairs until I do have 7 red squares. I know this is a little confusing, but there's 1 blue square and 1 red square. And now that has a value of 0. So my equation is still the same. I still have 3 negatives and nothing more. So I'm going to do that so that I have 7 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 blue squares, and to balance those out, I'll draw in 7 red squares. So this whole section here has a value of 0. And then this section here has a value of -3. So nothing, I can't read that, -3, nothing has actually changed. It's all exactly the same. So now I'm going to take my 7 red squares out. Take those away. They go out. And I am left with all of these blue squares. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue squares. So I now have 10 blue squares. You can also see that this has become addition, and I'm now adding my 3 blue squares to my 7 other blue squares. So what's happening here is this. I have -3 minus +7 is the same as saying -3 plus -7. So what happens is this sign flips and this sign flips. So I change my subtraction to addition, and then I change the sign of the number after the subtraction sign. So, and you can see that -3 plus -7 equals -10. Let's look at it again. This time I'm not going to use the tiles. I'm just going to do the flip the signs thing. And let's see what we get. So we've got +6 take away -5. So I'm going to do the flip the signs. So +6 plus +5 equals, and now I can do this one quite easily, equals +11. Now let's just make sure that this is the case. So I'm just going to box this off. Let's just make sure that this is true. So I'm going to use my markers again, and I'm going to show that I have. So this is the solution. My marker is not cooperating. This is the solution with the tiles. Just one second while I get a different red marker. This is my solution with the tiles. All right, so I start off and I have 6 positives. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positives. I need to take away 5 negatives. So because I don't have any negatives to take away, I'll add 0 pairs. And you can see these are the same solutions to have 5 of these 0 pairs. So I have 5 0 pairs. Now, according to this equation, I need to take away 5 negatives. So here's my 5 negatives that I need to take away. Hopefully you can see that. Those are my 5 negatives that need to be taken away. I will take those out. And you can see that I am left with the initial 6 positives plus these other 5 positives. That's why this sign changes that, and this goes from a negative to a positive. Let's do one more example. Okay, here's my last example. All right, so I have -2 minus +2. So when you just flip the signs, -2 plus -2. And we can see when I have 2 negatives and 2 negatives, I have -4. Let's see what it looks like when we diagram it. So here's -2, that's what I'm starting with, right? That part there. And then I need to subtract 2 positives, but I have no positives. So I'll create 2 0 pairs. There's my 2 0 pairs. I will take my 2 positives away. They go out, they go away, and I'm left with an addition question. -2 plus -2, which is equal to -4. I'm hoping that that makes more sense. I'll post this right away.